tastes terrific.
Collide. It's the 3:30 movie.
It's Sci-Fi Week on the 3:30 movie.
Today, Loretta Switt, Sherman Hemsley, Bob Crane, and Abby Dalton are all here to play television's funniest game, You Don't Say. And now, here's the host of You Don't Say, Tom Kennedy.
Hello there. Thank you. We're going to play You Don't Say with Abby Dalton, Bob Crane, Sherman Hemsley, and Loretta Switt. That's what we're going to do. And we're going to play with these two fine contestants. One is Anne-Marie Liebetrell, the bank teller from North Hollywood, and Maddie Aronson, a housewife from New York City. Welcome, Anne-Marie and Maddie. All right, my friends. As I was saying about 6 years ago, the object of our game is to get your partner to say the name of a famous person or place by giving them a word that sounds but is not spelled like any part of the name. Now, you do that by making up a sentence, but you leave off the very last word. That's the word you don't say. So let's play our game. Stars, look at that first name.
Arizona storekeeper and outspoken senator, Barry Goldwater.
All right, Anne-Marie, you won the flip of the coin backstage. We're going to start with you. Pick a star, and you'll get a clue. And the first clue is worth $200. Go, Anne-Marie.
I'll start with Abby.
Okay. When someone becomes deceased for one reason or another, another name for interment of that poor person is, you say, I will take them to the cemetery, and there I will...
Bury him? Bury. Buried. Bury.
You have 5 seconds.
Barry Goldwater.
You got it. That's the way we play the game. That's how we play You Don't Say, and we'll be back to see what our stars don't say after this message. Don't you go away.
All over America, people are paying nice, juicy prices for nice, juicy meat and sizzling those juices away. But you can help lock in those expensive juices with Adolph's Natural Meat Tenderizer. It helps keep natural juices in the meat, so use it every single time. Your chops will stay thicker and your steaks won't dry up, even if you like them well done. Adolph's Natural Meat Tenderizer locks juices in the meat.
Fruit juicy. Hey, how about a nice Hawaiian punch?
Sure. Hawaiian Punch, true fruit punch with not less than 10% fruit juice in every can. For that one-of-a-kind, fruit juicy taste.
Those 7 natural fruit juices in Hawaiian Punch.
How about a nice Hawaiian punch?
Sure.
Today on You Don't Say, some of our contestants will receive His and Her Cosmetics from Mary Kay for your skin care, including a fascinating assortment of Mary Kay creams, lotions, glamour makeup, and men's toiletries. And American Tourister men's or ladies carry-on club tote. Unique continental styling designed to go everywhere by land, sea, or air. Strong, lightweight luggage by American Tourister.
All right, thank you, John. Anne-Marie Liebetrell got our very first name on the first clue. She earned with that $200. $500 wins the game. Stars, look at the next name, please.
Okay. Edmond Dantes, better known as the fictional Count of Monte Cristo.
All right, Anne-Marie, you're still in control. Pick a star. The ones that are left are Bob Crane, Loretta Switt, and Sherman Hemsley.
I'll go with Loretta.
All right. In the Canadian Northwest, the man who acts as a policeman and wears a red jacket always gets his man. This is a nickname for him. He's called a...
Mountie?
Yes.
Mountie. Monty Hall?
No, that's not it, but that's a good try. All right, Maddie Aronson.
Okay, I'll take Sherman.
A ball that's used to tell fortunes is made out of...
Crystal. Okay? Monte Cristo, the Count of Monte Cristo!
That is it, Count of Monte Cristo. Hey, Sherman, good clue. 2 good clues, as a matter of fact. You got that on the second clue, so you got $150. It's 200 to 150 right now. Stars, next name.
Look what I built with my erector set, Daddy. It's the Eiffel Tower.
Now, this is the name of a place. And Maddie, you're in control. And the one star you have left is Mr. Bob Crane. So, Bob, give her the first clue.
Yeah.
Think in terms of a place, Maddie.
A place.
Go, Robert.
Okay, the opposite of wonderful is...
Awful.
It's a place.
Awful.
5 seconds.
Australia?
No, that's not it. Good try, Anne-Marie. All of the stars are back in now. They're all eligible.
I'll go with Abby.
In England, in the afternoon, they serve a beverage, and this is known as high
tea? Tea. Awful tea.
Think in terms of a place.
Awful tea. Awful tea.
5
Awful
seconds.
tea. Awful tea. Awful tea. Awful tear. Awful tea.
Time. Patty. Now, members of the studio audience, don't say anything. Go, Maddie.
Okay, I'll try Sherman.
Like the clock has numbers like from 1 to 12, and it's called, they're known as, no, that's not a good clue.
Digits?
No, wait a minute. He hasn't finished yet. Or have you?
Well, no. That's not it.
I can hardly wait to see how this turns out.
Could I change the clue?
Sure.
Oh, okay.
You're just giving one sentence, though, right?
Okay, you would say to somebody, for a group of people, you'd say, that is yours and this is...
Mine. That is yours and this is ours. Awful tea hours. Awful tea hours.
Place.
Awful
5
tea hours. Awful tea hours. Awful tea
Now,
hours.
this is the fourth and final clue. Yes, I know they are. This is the fourth and final clue. It's worth $50, and it's yours, Anne-Marie.
Bob, please.
Oh, really?
No, really. That first... all right, anyway. Oh, gosh. It's you, me, and... You, me, and...
He.
No.
Ours.
No. That's an awful clue. I told you it was
Be careful now.
No, but that, we already had that one.
Yeah, well, but you can't repeat them.
Awful
now.
tea hours.
Yes, it's a place,
Awful
and you have
tea
5 seconds.
hours. Eiffel Tower?
That is it, the Eiffel Tower.
I'm so glad out of my clues you got.
Now, wait a minute, Bob. What was it? You, me, and...
Thee.
And thee.
Oh,
I got it.
You should have given it as a Mormon, then.
Let's go on with the game, folks.
The
will we,
Awful
please?
Tea Hours
We'll
is
go
the
on with the
Eiffel
game.
Tower. Anne-Marie has $250. What'd you say, Abby?
I said he almost faked Anne-Marie out.
Yes, I know that.
She had.
Anyway.
That's all right. And barumpum. Okay. Now we're going to look at our next name, and this time we're inviting our home audience to play along with us. This is a regular name once again. And Anne-Marie, you got the last name, so we're going to start with you. And as a matter of fact, Loretta Switt is the only one left. So Loretta, give her the first clue, if you will.
Okay, this is another word for dung or spoor, and horses' droppings, which we use as fertilizer, is called
Manure. 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 Manuring. Manure.
Yeah,
manure.
5 seconds. Regular
Manure.
name.
Manure. 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 Manure.
That's right.
All right, now all of our stars, the Awful Tea Hour, we're back here. All 4 stars are eligible. We're back to you, Maddie.
Okay, I'll try Abby this time.
All right, in a museum, there are paintings on the wall, but another term for painting, you might say, oh, look at the beautiful...
Picture. Manure. Picture manure.
It's a regular name.
Picture manure.
5 seconds.
Picture manure. Picture manure. Mickey Manners.
No.
Mickey Manners.
Well, I don't know, I guess.
Oh, I can...
About material.
Don't bother to explain that, Maddie. We're back to Anne-Marie, and this is the third clue. This is worth $100. All right, Anne-Marie.
Sherman, please.
If you were to go like from place to place, just looking around, you'd be in a group. You'd be taken on a
Tour. Picture, manure. Tour. Tour. Picture.
Yeah, 5 seconds.
Picture, tour, manure. Picture.
Be careful about adding clues to what you already have. All right, we're back to you, Maddie. This is the final clue on this name. And Bob and Loretta are at your disposal. So.
Loretta.
I'm so glad.
I want to remind you something. If you feel that you have all the ground covered, you can repeat a clue, you know.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. In a museum, when you see a painting, another word for that could be a...
Picture, manure, Victor Mature!
Yes. Victor Mature. Mickey Manners. All right. Maddie has $200. Anne-Marie has $250. $500 wins the game. Stars, look at the next name, please.
He played the piano at 3 with a name like Wolfgang Mozart.
Maddie, you got the last name. We start with you. Bob Crane is the last eligible star for the moment.
Okay, Bob. Help me.
Okay. The motor, I must look at all those. The motor of our body is known as the...
Heart.
It's a regular name.
Heart. Hartley. Hartman.
5 seconds.
Heart. Part. Start. Heart. Start.
Time. All of the stars are now eligible. Over to you, Anne-Marie.
I'll go with Abby.
Okay, if you had a castle, and say you were so wealthy that you had 2 castles, and there's a channel of water that you build around this castle, and so it worked so well that you built 2 of them, then you would say, I have 2...
Moats?
Mm-hmm.
Moats. Moats Hartley. Hartley Moats. Hartley Moats.
Yeah, 5
Moats
seconds.
Hartley. Mozart. Yeah.
Full name, please.
Mozart. I don't know.
Time is up. All right, back now to Maddie.
Loretta. In a cartoon, the burglar pulls out his gun, and a big cloud appears, and as the gun shoots, it says,
bang. Wolfgang Mozart.
That's what it is. Wolfgang Mozart. Yes, indeed. All right. Maddie, you have $300. $500 wins the game. Maddie, $300, Anne-Marie, $250, and we'll be right back to see what our stars don't say after these words for you, my friend.
6 years ago, Harry took steps to make his family's future more secure. He put his money into America. Now, Harry Jr.'s ready for college. But have those savings grown? Not a bit. If Harry had bought United States savings bonds, he'd have put his money into America the right way. And his savings would be safe from bad luck, bad guys, and bad memory. Buy bonds.
When you're pregnant, you worry about everything. Allison wasn't due for months, and I worried about how to feed her. But now, I've got the Playtex nurser. No more glass bottles for my daughter. Playtex collapsible bottles and natural-shaped nipple mean less air in her tummy, less gas, less spitting up. And Playtex bottles are pre-sterilized, disposable. I couldn't do this with glass. The Playtex nurser. It gives a mother one less thing to worry about.
Today's my wife's birthday, and she wakes up with a sinus headache. Nice present, huh? She used to take aspirin. That helped the pain, but it wasn't always enough. They said at the store, many doctors recommend Sinutab sinus tablets. You know what? Sinutab did the job. Helped relieve the pain and the congestion and pressure. Now she can really enjoy her party.
Sinutab, the #1 remedy made specially for sinus headaches. Sinutab, because aspirin isn't always enough.
See, you turn with these ropes.
7-year-old Bobby on automotive design.
And this stick is my emergency brake.
I see your crew chews a lot of gum out there.
Yep, Trident Sugarless Gum.
Why Trident?
2 reasons.
Is one of them 4 out of 5 dentists surveyed recommend sugarless gum for their patients who chew gum?
Yep.
What's the second?
Well, Well, excuse the gum my mom likes me chew.
Trident, for families like Bobby's who care about their teeth.
We're playing You Don't Say. Maddie Aronson has $300 so far, and Anne-Marie Liebertrell has $250. $500 wins the game. Stars, would you look at our next name, please? Okay. Thank you very much.
Just reopened and doing business again, the Suez Canal.
Now, this is a place, Maddie. Pick a star.
A place.
Yes.
A place. A
Bob
place.
Crane or Sherman Hemsley are the two that are eligible at the moment.
Well, Sherman looks like he's got a good clue.
Oh, really?
Sherman?
Thanks a lot.
I'm sorry.
Sort of a park set up with animals in cages, and you're paying admission to go in. It's called a
Zoo. Zoo. Zoo.
It's a
Kalamazoo.
Hey, that's wrong.
Shoot.
Anne-Marie.
But I love your
Okay,
spirit.
Bob.
A donkey. What's another name for a donkey is...
Mule. Ass.
Go ahead.
Zoom ass. Ass zoo.
No.
Zoom.
5
zoom
seconds.
Ass. Zoom out. Zoom ass.
It's a place, yeah, 5 seconds.
Zoom ass. Zoom ass dress.
Time, Maddie.
Is she putting an M in there?
She was, yes, but that's her problem. Maddie?
I love your help.
I'm here to help. All stars are now eligible again.
Okay. Loretta?
All right. This is the place where if I go on vacation, I take my dog to keep my dog there. It's a beautiful little house where all the dogs go. It's called a
Kennel. Zoo-ass kennel.
It's a place.
Zoo-ass kennel.
5 seconds.
Zoo-ass kennel. Zoo-ass kennel. A zoo-ass kennel.
Loretta, very clever clue you gave there. All right, how do we stand? Maddie has $400. 500 wins the game, so we haven't gotten there yet. Next, hello there. Next name, please.
I know you're only here to help, Tom.
Yes, I'm only here to help.
Mary Tyler Moore's friend Phyllis, Cloris Leachman.
All right, Maddie, first clue is yours. This is a regular name. Pick a star.
A regular name.
As opposed to a place.
Oh, right, okay. Bob.
A person who is always bothering you and hanging on you and like an agent is sometimes referred to as a...
Nag. Pest. Nudge.
They're all those, but none of her right.
Yeah, 5 seconds.
Okay, a bother.
No, that's...
A pain.
No.
All right. Anne-Marie.
Abby, please.
Do you remember in the film African Queen when Humphrey Bogart was in the water and there was a creature, a slimy, revolting little animal that attached itself to his flesh and began to suck the blood out of
Abby,
him?
get yourself out of it.
The Morris office. And anyway, this little creature was... a name that this little creature goes by is a...
Leech?
Right.
Leech. Leecher. Leechet. Leeching.
5 seconds.
Leeching. Looching. Leeching. Leecher. Leechman.
Time. All right. Maddie. Sherman remains.
If you want to send someone a bouquet of something, you would have to go to a...
Florist. Florist Leachman. Cloris Leachman.
That was worth $100. And that gives you $500. Maddie Aronson has won our very first game. Congratulations to you. All right, Anne-Marie, this is only your first loss, so you stand by. You stay on the game until you have 2 losses. And Maddie Aronson, in just a moment, we're going to give you a chance to play our $5,000 bonus round. We'll give her a chance to do that after you have a chance to look this over. Hurry back now.
Playtex deodorant tampons? What does she know that I don't know? Oh, sorry. Playtex deodorant tampons. What does she know that I don't know?
What I know is that Playtex deodorant tampons are a definite improvement in feminine protection. Only Playtex have a lovely difference, which helps you feel so fresh, so feminine. It's something unique in tampon protection. Try Playtex deodorant tampons. A definite improvement.
Now we all know.
Oh, Morris, guess what I found at the store?
Not another rubber mouse.
Look, 2 new Yum-Yums from 9 Lives.
New choice cuts and cheese and new savory stew.
Which for Din Din?
I'll give her a hint.
Here you are.
New choice cuts and cheese and new savory stew from 9 Lives. Nutritious foods cats really like, even finicky Morris.
Only terrific 9 Lives.
How much does it cost to keep a complexion pretty? First, you need a good cleanser, one that cleans up dirt but doesn't dry like soap. Next, a cooling, tingling tone-up. Then a moisturizer for tiny lines, plus a night cream to soften dry skin. Sound like a lot of cosmetics? One cream does it all. Greaseless, medicated Noxzema skin cream. Cleanser, clearer, moisturizer, night softener. Noxzema doesn't cost a lot. It just does a lot.
Here's Eve Arden and the Imperial Taste Test.
Do you use margarine or butter? Both. See if you can tell me which cracker has butter and which has imperial margarine. Not easy, is it? I say this one. That's the butter. All right, would you remove the doily? Oh, this imperial. Tastes like butter. Thanks for proving that when you buy imperial, you can't get closer to butter. I'll buy imperial. Good. I sure will.
All right, Maddie Aronson has won our first game with $500. And now, Maddie, you now have earned the right to play our bonus round. You've been very good at receiving clues. We're going to give you a chance now at giving clues, okay? You will have 5 clues to get the stars to say 4 names. And, of course, it's possible to get a name on 1 clue, as you well know. Yeah. All right, here is your first name. Take a look at it.
Broadway singer, star Ethel Merman.
Okay.
All right, now this is worth $500. Now you pick a star, and remember, you stay with that star until you get the name. And you have 5 clues. So which star would you like?
I'll try Abby.
I was afraid.
Now stand right back here so you can ask
okay. There is a creature that swims around in the ocean. It's part person, part female person, and part fish. This particular creature that swims around in the ocean is called a
mermaid. Merman. Ethel Merman.
You got it, Abby. Ethel Merman is it. That's a good example of what I mean. You can get it in 1 clue. Now you've earned $500. You can parlay that into $1,000. First of all, take a look at the next name.
Mary Tyler Moore's first TV husband, Dick Van Dyke.
Now, you're going for $1,000. You have 4 clues in which to get this if you want to go for the 1,000, or you can take the 500 and quit. What do you want to do?
Well, I think I'll go.
I think I would, too.
Yeah.
Now pick a star.
Okay.
Bob, Loretta, or Sherman.
Okay. Bob. Bob, okay?
Is that
Bob.
the clue?
In Holland, they have a lot of problems holding back the water. It sort of overflows into everything. And they build this certain thing, and there was a story about a little boy who stuck his finger in the hole of this particular thing, and this thing is called a...
Not Dyke. Dyke. Well, it's not Dick Van Dyke.
It certainly is. It's Dick Van Dyke is what it is. You have to be more positive thinking, Bob. Of course it's Dick Van Dyke. You've earned this lady $1,000.
The way I played this first game, you want me to be positive?
You've got $1,000. You can now parlay that into $2,000. First of all, take a look at the next name.
How many clues do I have?
Well, I'll tell you about that. Look.
Inspector Clouseau is back. Peter Sellers.
All right, now you've seen the name.
Yeah.
You have 3 clues remaining. You have 2 stars, Loretta Switt or Sherman Hemsley. 3 clues. Now, if you go for the $2,000 and get it in the 3 clues, you get it. If you don't, then you lose the $1,000. So you want to keep the 1 or go for 2?
I'm gonna go.
I don't blame you. You have 3 clues. Which star would you like?
I'm gonna try Loretta.
Mm-hmm.
Back east, when they build houses, there's this room that they build at the bottom. And it's not called a basement. They don't have them out here, but it's this room, and it's under the foundation of the house, and it's not called a basement. Very often there's, you have wine, and you put wine in one of these things. What the name of this room under the house, or rooms under the house, are called?
Cellar, celery, stellar.
Yeah, 5 seconds.
Celery, cellar.
All right, you have 2 clues remaining for $2,000. Stay with Loretta. Next clue.
Okay. When you have little children, you very often, you know, they run around the house, and they have little feet, and there's an expression that they use about these children's little feet running around, and it's called the pitter-patter. Patterseller.
It's a regular name.
Patterseller.
Yeah, 5 seconds.
Patterseller.
You have 1 clue remaining for $2,000. If you don't get it, you lose the $1,000. Here's your final clue.
Okay. When you're very cold, and you don't have a thermostat in the house to keep you warm, you have a freestanding unit that throws out this warmth. And it's, you know, it has infrared or whatever it is, and it keeps you warm. And it's a radiator is another word for it, and it's called a heater.
Gabriel heater.
No, I'm sorry, that is not it. You can only give one answer. It's not Gabriel heater. You needed more than one of those things under the house.
Yeah.
Not cellar, but cellars. Peter Sellers. And so that means you lose the $1,000. You did not get it in the 3 clues allowed. However, you still have your $500 from the first game, and you're going to play another game in just a little while, as soon as we repair ourselves. And when you repair yourself, we'll be right back.
Good morning.
Arden, right?
Right. We'd like you to take a little taste test. One of these crackers is spread with butter, the other one with imperial margarine. Can you tell us which is which? Now the other one? It's difficult, isn't it?
I think this one is butter. That's imperial.
Thanks for proving that when you buy imperial, you can't get closer to butter.
I guess if I could only use one word to describe my wife, I guess I'd say healthy looking.
I like it when people say I'm healthy looking, so I work at it. I get down to basics like good food, exercise, and lots of soap and water. I use Ivory. I know about Ivory Purity, and I know Ivory's natural soap, simple and basic, without heavy perfumes or deodorants that skin doesn't need to stay healthy looking. Skin needs gentle cleaning, and gentle cleaning is what Ivory's all about.
Shouldn't you get down to basics with Ivory?
Today on You Don't Say, some of our contestants will receive Good Humor, rich, creamy tasting ice cream, made from the finest ingredients in a variety of flavors. Good Humor, quality for all. Plus 8 tickets to see Warren Beatty, Jack Nicholson, and Sucker Channing, starring in Mike Nichols' new comedy film, The Fortune, from Columbia Pictures. And from Tastemaker, elegant sheets, pillowcases, and towels in their fashionable Sheraton pattern. By Tastemaker, quality and design leaders for the American home.
For a fast-paced, well-knit presentation of today's news, join Howard K. Smith and Harry Reasoner weeknights at the dinner hour on the ABC Evening News. Judy Kavner stars as the girl who couldn't lose, a hilarious comedy special on the afternoon Playbreak, Thursday at 1:30, here on ABC.
You Don't Say is a Ralph Andrews production.
This is ABC.